If you pray, everything will be alright. Yeah. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling like praying. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling like praying. Hey, when you call on the name of Jesus, everything is gonna be alright. I can feel it. It changes things. I can feel it.
Hey, don't forget, the joy of the Lord is your strength.
This is another Infosol production.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, 7:41 a.m. right from the studio of your Massive on 3.5 FM. You're just tuning in, you're just logged on. A good morning, a great morning, a productive, fruitful, God-led, Holy Spirit-filled, Jesus-driven morning to you. And it was right here. You got me and my people. I'm going to be you. Ik samen met mijn mensen. Kom je gente. When I tell you this is like a couple of years also waiting to make it happen. We're finally here. From listener, the family, the friend, the family right there. All of it together. And I got in the building. I got Stephanie Philippa in the building. Stephanie, bon dia, goedemorgen.
Bon dia, good morning.
Yes,
good morning. I made it.
You made it.
We made it.
We made it.
Yes.
Stephanie, good morning once again.
Good
Welcome,
morning.
of course.
Thank you for having me. And to bon dia, to the Massive family, to all the
go.
Blessed Flow listeners.
You know, it's funny, like, you always look from the outside.
Yes.
And like, it's funny, it's the first time you've been in it, right?
The first time I've been in. Yeah, here where the magic happens. One has to come to the studio to see you.
Wow. Like, you say that for the down in the line, Stephanie. Right out the gate swinging. Oh
Yeah, yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
Almost Steph. For those who don't know, this is when you always hear me say Nini. This is Stephanie, baby. This is right here. Steph, once again, welcome to me and my people. Because I know you've been putting in work out there. For those who don't know, we're going to dive in that in a few. But before we reach to that, for those who don't know, Stephanie, Stephanie, how would you explain yourself, Stephanie, for the unknown ear of face? Be like, all right, Leo, you got Stephanie Philippa up in the building. Who is she?
Yeah. Who is this Nini?
Yeah, who is this Nini?
Yes.
For the people, speak up.
Born Stephanie, correct. I am a wife. I am a mom. I was born in Curacao, raised in Holland, and been in Aruba for 4 years.
Okay.
I am a vegan for 10 years now. I started my own company, my own business, online business 1 year ago. And I think that is in short who I am.
Yeah. Just that short piece, I think that's why we connect so much. Like, no, born in Samantha, and then I let no, then my mother, then you said no. Yes. The circumstances are hard.
Multicultural.
And now we're back in Aruba. I come to you. I'm full. I hear about Stephanie. Now, Stephanie, I read a lot about you always want to help others to tap in their own strength, resilience, and step back into life, into their life, back into their life. But before you do that for others, how was that for you? How was that for you in general?
Yeah, well, in general, maybe I can better explain it like my situation, like right now. I'm coming out of a dark place, and I'm literally stepping back into my life.
Talk about it.
And why do I say this? And I'm going deep right away.
It's all good.
Like, I recently had a lot of losses, and one of them was this great loss that just happened recently when my sister passed away. So that gave me a real great setback, and I realized, like, I have to do something to acknowledge the joy of life, the gift of life, like you always say. And that's when I realized, like, I have to step back. And how do you do that? By tapping into your resilience. And that is, for me, the reason that I say, okay, you know, life is too short. We only have such a short time here on earth.
Yep.
Life is like, our time is limited. So we have to give everything and, you know, chase our dreams. And that's not only for me, but that's also the message that I want to give to the people that, you know, I can help or are resonating with my story.
Okay. Now, before you continue, but then how did you do it then? Because you said, okay, I had to tap back into my resilience. What did Stephanie do?
Yeah.
What did Stephanie do, even coming up from that dark place?
Yeah.
What are the tools and stuff that you self did for yourself to come out, to reach back there?
Well, I think, it's not always easy, but several aspects have helped me. Like, I love to write, so I try to express my feelings, my emotions into writing, and that helps me a lot to process whatever emotions I'm going through. But it's not only writing, it's also talking about it, you know, to have a support system around you that really doesn't get tired of asking how you are, because a lot of times we just ask people, hey, how are you? And yeah, we're fine. But how are you really doing? How are you really? And I'm lucky to have those people around me that, you know, especially in these times that I'm facing a little bit of hardship in my life, they are constantly tapping in, just checking in. Hey, Nini, how's going? How are you today? And, you know, my emotions swing, but then again, there is this support system. So the writing that is expressing my emotion, and then the support system where I get to express my feelings, that is what really helped me to get back on track.
Support system. So you would say, like, not just personally for you, but would you then say, like, you need that support system? It's a must, it's a need.
Yeah.
Because why I'm asking, because some people be like, no, I'm fine by myself. I think I could do this on my own. I'll be tough and strong for me, you know. But then it's like, it's a remembrance that you're not alone.
Yes, and I think you cannot go. I've tried it, like, you know.
I think we all tried it.
Yeah, and it's like sometimes it's like do it yourself, self-help, but it all starts, I think, also with your intention of how you want to start the day. Like, how do you get up? And not only how do you get up, but why do you get up? What is your why? Why are you motivated to get up? Because we don't not only need friends that support us when we take an exam and, you know, we pass, or we learn a new language, or whatever is that to celebrate, but also people who support you when you get out of bed. Sometimes it goes down to that, like, hey, you know, I'm here for you, and, you know, you can get through this day. So, but that intention has to come from you.
Now, I don't want to say with all that took place now, because like you already mentioned a little, that you're starting out your online business for a year now. I am.
Yes.
I am Academy.
The two most powerful words in the world. I am. For everything that you put after it, you know, that is just an affirmation.
Okay. Now, it's an affirmation for who?
For yourself.
And for why?
For yourself, because you're, again, like I said, you're setting an intention. So everything that you put after I am is, in my opinion, the way that you are working towards to. So that is your goal. I am blank. And
fill in the blank.
Fill in the blank, exactly.
Fill in the blank.
Because whether you believe you can or you cannot do it, you're both right. You know, it's both the truth. It's up to you. What do you put behind I am?
How did it start?
Sorry? How did the I Am Academy?
How did it start? Because you're now busy with it for a year.
Yes.
For a year, like the whole year. What led up to that?
And that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, well,
We have time?
We got like 40 minutes, but don't take the whole 40 minutes.
No.
Give me like two, like
Yeah,
5 of them.
I will do a short recap.
Yeah, weet je, kleine samenvatting.
Yeah, so like 1 year ago, I really hit rock bottom for me personally in my personal life. And I was working with a company, and they were making it clear like they are not going to continue with me. So I was about to get fired, and that made me think like, okay, what am I going to do with my future? Because I'm a person, I really don't like, I'm at the age, and this is gonna sound a little bit granny-ish, but I'm at the age, I have certain non-negotiables when it comes to work related things. Like I don't want to have stress, I don't want to work with targets and types of things like that. So I started to think about how do I create a setting where I can truly be myself and my signature strengths can fully bloom in that setting. And that's one that idea for the online business I Am Academy grew on me. And it was also like an inspirational download. What is next? What am I going to do next? And this came to me, and I thought, you know what? I can teach other people, or I can demonstrate to others how you can tap into that strength and, pay it forward. Put your talents out into the world.
Put your talents out into the world. And we use one part is writing.
Yes.
Writing. But do you express that writing also?
Yes, I am currently planning on writing 3 books.
Let's go. Let's go.
That switches because they have all their own subjects. So sometimes I work on one book and then I work on the other. But I get these downloads at the most crazy times. Like in the middle of the night, I would get these passages and I'm like, wow, this is good, and I will be on my phone in the middle of the night just typing, and then in the morning I send everything to my laptop.
Yeah.
So, and I get all the errors out and I correct the grammars and everything. But it doesn't come from me, though. The writing doesn't come from me. These are all downloads and it just goes through me. So everything on paper, and in the morning I see like, oh, I've wrote like almost 900 words, something like that. It just comes from me. So I'm using myself as a vessel to get the word out that I want to share, and what I think is the message I wanted to share.
So I could say next year and a half, I am Nini. Nini could say, I am an author.
Yes. Yes.
Of course.
This is something that I always wanted to do, but then again, sometimes you hold yourself back and like, But I get so many feedback from people around me that read my blogs, and I have 2 websites where I write, and these are publicly. So people they tell me things like, when I read your stuff, it's like I almost see it right before my eyes. You take me to that setting or to that atmosphere, and I think that's a great compliment. So I really have to do something with that.
Now, with those classes self, let's say me, Leo.
Yeah.
Okay, I say, almost the same circumstance, right? I got fired from my job of I don't know what to do with my life. I don't know what to do. I just don't want to just live and the whole time. I see your website. I see your page. I Am Academy. I click on it. I sign up. And this is for those who don't know. I'm Miss Musa. I heard about it with a friend. Either way, I end up on your site. I click on it. I'm gonna get what?
You are going to get my story. And if that resonates with you, you can also tap into my programs. What I offer are online courses that I made. These are my blueprints of how I did it, what helped me to get back on, and how I tapped into my genius. So I have this program, for example, that's called I Am Majestically Myself. and the name already says it.
Seriously, I
So what you will get is an 8-week program where you get a dripped system. So every week you get a new module and you go through the content. So there is an audio, there is written content, and there are also assignments that you can make.
Let's go.
But these are assignments that apply to you. So you have to put in the work to see, okay, how am I going to create this setting for me? And then at the end of these 8 weeks, what you will have is a more clear understanding of who you are, what you want to do, and how you are going to break through these limiting beliefs of oh, I'm too afraid, or I prefer to stay in my comfort zone, these types of things. So I walk you through that. You can say.
And even with that, so let's say I have a whole 8-week course. Do I get like video call one-on-one sessions also with you? Do this? So
Yes.
So can I say you're like hand in
Coaching.
guiding, coaching,
Yes.
and can I even say encouraging,
Yes.
motivating?
Yes, because the launches that I already did were in group setting.
Yeah.
So the nice thing about that is that you grow together and you can motivate each other. But of course you can do it also on your own individually. And yeah, like you said, you will get that coaching to get you through, because it sounds like 8 weeks sounds like a short period of time if you say it like that, but
Nah.
you can give up easy, and you really have to have that discipline, like to go through it, and you have to do it for yourself. Again, what is your why? What do you want to achieve at the end of that road?
What is your why? Hey, Nini, before we continue, also guys, thank you to the padre, Mr. Robert Phillips.
Phillips.
Yeah, Papa Phil saying, a special guest. They locked on. We got Virginia Vanderpool also say, you go, Stephanie.
Thank you, Virginia's
Stephanie.
ex-colleague.
Hey, let's go. Hey, we got a Jason Rogers locked on. My brother man, Jason Rogers. He said keyword. He said vessel.
Vessel, yes.
Amen to that. Back to that morning, brother man. And we got D. Nicholson also tuning in. I'm locked on to him. We got the people locked on. Good morning, everybody tuning in. Right there, we got Stephanie Felipa locked on. And saying, I am Amita Ben.
Yes.
Yo soy.
Ooh, how Spanish we intensive care con my Spanish.
Don't worry. I was here. I'll give you an 8-week program, Nini.
Opimong, let's go.
I'll
Go. Where do I sign up?
Maybe 8 months though, not 8 weeks. Though. Maybe
Also good, also good.
We
will get there.
We'll get there together. We're all in this together. Yo, so we're gonna continue now, Nini. I was reading up and checking out. You have a word. First time I heard this word, I don't know, maybe it exists, but hey, maybe first time for me. I hope I say it because I had to say it's a tongue twister. Freedompreneur.
Yeah, freedompreneur.
What's that about? Freedompreneur. So you got I Am Academy, online business, freedompreneur.
Freedompreneur, yeah. It is. It's not a made-up word, though. I
Okay,
did it. It's not that I made it up.
I was going to ask that.
No.
Freedompreneur, okay.
No. I actually call myself the Freedom Air lifestyle specialist.
Freedom
Air.
okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a
Because
beautiful word,
freedom
man. I like it.
for me is like the biggest, highest value. Like, I don't know, maybe my life story, everything that I experienced as a young child. But for me, I cannot be restricted. I do not well with, a lot of pressure or rules and things like that. So freedom, for me, I think is the most important asset that we as a human have. And, also like if you compare it to different countries, we live in a free society. We get to express ourselves, but there are also countries that you cannot. So I don't take my freedom for granted. Yeah.
No, but then
Related to the preneur.
No. But then what would you say then to like those who? Because you say like for you, like you said for you, still it's like you don't want to come over like I don't like rules, but just for you personally, like you want because that's about miss, etc. But then. What would you say for them, those who right now who have to follow the rules?
Yeah, we all do have, because it becomes chaos if you don't.
Okay,
but it's like, what I mean with that is like, I don't want to run in a society where I have to check in or clock in 8 o'clock in the morning. and sit there for 45 years at the same desk.
I feel like
And
that, yeah.
that is what I mean, and we go into this traffic jam and everything is like wash, and then you go to work, and are you even passionate about what you're doing? Because if that answer is yes, then there's no problem, but
That's it.
not working for me. And then again, then I get to that point that I had to create a setting for myself where I can feel that freedom, where I can work like location free or remote, take my laptop, and if I want to use the Wi-Fi at a hotel beach, for example, I can sit there in the lobby and then work and experience like the joy of island living. So I don't want to be in an office, and I don't want to work I don't mind working hard. I just don't want to work hard for someone else. I don't want to make someone else wealthy. I want to make myself, my family, my generations after me wealthy.
Talk to me nicely. Talk to me nice. You said something there. You said like if someone is they're working at a position, they're passionate about it. Hey,
No
go ahead. Of course, no
problem.
problem.
Yeah. Yes.
What was that the case for you? Because you said you got getting ready to get go fire, but were you passionate the way you was?
I always, wherever I am, I always give 100%. So I think that I was extremely loyal and I was very passionate about my work, but it was becoming too overwhelming for me. It was too much on my plate, and it was like 24/7 role that I had. So.
Yeah.
At some point you go like, okay, wow, I'm only busy with work, and where comes me, where comes my family,
Yeah.
So that was getting a little bit out of hand at that point, but I was passionate about my work.
Because why I'm asking, because I don't know, maybe it could sound a little contradicting, but those who got in the live, holler at me, let me know what y'all think, because I think I still believe you could give 100% to something, but I don't think you're doing it with joy.
Yeah.
But
I agree with you.
Right? Just so like,
I agree.
I'm giving my all,
Yes.
but in the back of your mind, like, I don't really want to be here. Right? You're like,
Do I really need this job?
Let's be real. I think all of us, at least once we woke up, like,
Yeah.
how could I lie to them that I ain't gonna come
Yeah.
with it? Like, oh, man, do I really need it?
Yes.
I could skip a week, though.
But that part exactly. Like I was also feeling like, am I go? Well,
feel
what
it.
is the joy at the end of the day? And
Talk
is
to me
this
nice.
even worth it? And if it affects your health, like physical, mentally, yeah. How long do you pursue in that role?
Talk to me nicely.
I agree with you
Yeah,
100%.
Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. Now, with these classes also, would you say it's like, so the I Am Academy and the classes that you provide, would you say it's circumstances of life brought you here that you said I'm going to do this, or did you get like pushed? Or did people push you there? Did people tell you, hey, you know what? I know you're going through this now, but I see you for here. Or was it a video you saw? Like, because why am I asking? I do believe for certain people, circumstances of life, like, okay, I'm gonna do this. You gotta change your whole shift, I believe God takes you out of one place and puts you in a whole different place that you was not expecting yourself to be at. But apart from the circumstances of life that you explained, what else made you tap into this? And the reason why, because first off, I find it beautiful because it's an online courses, etc. But also that you are coaching, motivating, and encouraging. I personally don't know a lot, or even I don't see a lot of that specifically did. But then who helped you get there?
I don't think it was specifically who. It was like a feeling, like from above.
Just you.
No, it was like, I think God, actually. Like, I was going through this process of getting fired. I knew it was coming, and I told myself, I'm not going to fight this because it's going to shake up my life, because things are going to change, and I won't have an income. So it was scary and it was stressful. But then again, I felt like a deeper knowing and a trust, like just follow, just go with the flow, and it will be all right. And I think that was the inspiration that came from above. So it was not specifically someone that pushed me. I did always feel like I wanted to help people, so I did my studies in that direction. And I feel like people know how to find me when they want to vent or, express their feelings or things like that. So I have always felt within me I wanted to help people, but then how do you help it? You can do this in like a scala of opportunities. And for me, that was like, you know what? I'm going to use my blueprint to help others.
Let's go on. Let's go now. Let's go on. Dap it up, and we got him, Dean Nicholson, saying, if you are working for the money, you will forever work until you die for money. Yeah. Then he said, if you're doing something and it becomes a passion, you will never work again. And I love this last part. Going right to my next question. He said, finally, we got the ladies on the charts. Let's go, ladies on the charts. Pop it, okay. But I love his first part. Thank you, Mr. Dean Nicholson. He said, if you're working for the money, you will forever work until you die for the money. That's a heavy statement right there.
Yeah, and it's not about money, but I do believe, like, if you have specific talents, signature strengths, as I love to call them, then the money will follow that, because that is your gift that you have to give to the world.
Talk to me nicely, saying like I lay. I'm gonna keep our conversation between ourselves. That's what's up. Now, no, but I just want to add, because I think Dean is the excitement, but for you yourself as a woman, what important do you see for yourself or for the other females or the queens out there, as a source of encouragement, a source of motivator, a source of lifting each other up? Because again, if you let's just call it truth. In fact, you don't see a lot of women even starting something like this. Mm-hmm. Like most of the time you see it in and this, I ain't knocking nobody over, in the fashion, in the boutiques and the nail and the hair to the corner, all good. They're putting in the work in there. But a online course about coaching and motivating and helping you hand in hand with each other. How do you view yourself as to be like? Why I gotta listen to this lady for? Yeah. How do you, but not call for that statement, but how do you yourself, Stephanie, view yourself in the position that you're in now as a woman doing what you're doing?
Oeh, that's a pittige vraag.
That's a pittige?
Pittige vraag. But I love, it's a beautiful question. Well, I think we as women, we as queen, we have this nurturing role. Like we literally give life, and then we are caretakers, caregivers of this life. But most of the time we forget, or we tend to put ourselves on the bottom of the list. So we take care of our families, of our children, or whoever is in our inner circle, and then you put yourself on the bottom. But that's like backwards. Like what they always say in the plane when you take a flight. When something happens, an emergency, you have to save yourself first and then your children. That is that feels contradicting. But then again, if you don't have saved yourself, how can you save the next one sitting right beside you?
Hold up, let's drop bombs.
Sorry. Yeah. So I think it's for women specifically very important that we keep taking care of ourselves, because how can we take care of others if we are half empty, the cup is running dry?
Cup is running dry. And how was that experience for you for taking care of yourself?
Yeah, I don't have problem with that. I like to take my wellnesses from time to time. I don't have any problem with that, but I see other sisters struggling, and that's the reason that I want to tell them, like, hey, let's take care of ourselves as well.
Let's go. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm not even going to touch that after that. You said everything specifically for the queens out there.
Yeah. But may I add?
Of course.
May I add? Because we are talking about the queens, but I think it also applies to the kings. Because queens, we have this nurturing factors within us. But our fellows, our men, they have this providing factor within, an element within them. And with that sometimes come the stress, like, how am I going to do this? Am I able to provide for my family? Okay. And then they tend to, block down their emotions, their feelings. They're not talking about their stress. So also for the men, it's important that they get to tap into what do I need.
Talk to me nice.
How do I stay mentally healthy, physically healthy.
Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. Appreciate that.
So shout out to our queens, kings and queens.
Let's go on. And I'm just gonna add to that myself also. I agree 100%. That's where we lack a lot. I was talking about us as men right now, but more and more, I'm learning to talk it out with your fellow brother. But I want to shift the narrative to that. That would be a whole different conversation.
Well, that's an interesting perspective.
Now trust me when I say pretty soon we're gonna be men talking a lot, but I can't give too much.
Yeah, nice.
But that's for sure. Now, Nini, we talk about the I Am Academy, online business. A year already now, after popping, still running. Thank God, all on the glory to God that keep on going. What is the I Am Academy prepping for? What you got in the store? Let's go. Now we know who Stephanie Felipa is.
Yeah.
I Am Academy. What you prepping for, girl?
Yeah.
What you got for us?
What I got, yeah. So what is coming up this Saturday is I want to give a masterclass specifically about the topic of resilience.
Talk to me nice.
So, and that relates again to how we started this conversation, coming out of the dark myself. So this has certain elements to it, like why I wanted to do this class. If there's anyone in the room that I can touch or that I can help, then that's a win for me already. But it has also like a little bit of self-interest in it also, because this is me being resilient, demonstrating what resilience is by standing here and sharing my story in the hope that it will help and impact others.
So this time not behind the screen. This is Nini.
This is the first time in Aruba that I'm doing this in person, because, like you said, all the other courses were always online. I was always giving webinars and things like that, Zoom classes, live classes. But then you feel like the separation of the device. You feel it's not a disconnect, but you have like this thing between you two, like your group or your participants. And I really feel that's also self-interest. I want to feel the connection. So this is why I chose to do it in person this time. And I have spoken before groups before, but never on such personal subject as it is. Resilience is like a general subject, but I mean the story behind it is personal.
That's what's up. And so this is this Saturday.
This Saturday.
Where can our beautiful people sign up? Where they gotta go? Talk to me nice on.
Yeah, well, the masterclass itself will be held at YMCA St. Nicholas from 9 till 11 in the morning. 9 till 11. And you can go to my social media. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, LinkedIn, and it's all Nini Legend.
All Nini Legend.
Yes.
But and then you go to the website also, right?
I didn't put it on the website. Yes.
Okay, so but it's all on. So it's on LinkedIn.
And LinkedIn.
Say the social medias again for everybody to hear.
LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. I'm all over the place.
All over the place.
So you will find the link to register. Tickets are still available. There are 35 guilders per ticket.
Let's go.
But the seats are limited.
Seats are limited. And this is a 2-hour session, one-on-one.
Yes, where you will actually get the tools, practical tools on how to fill that cup and how to. Because I think it's something that I want to touch also to bring some awareness. Because people tend to keep everything inside, and I think it's very important living this island life, and everything is, we have our slogan, one happy island, and yes, that is true, but what do you do when behind the mask or behind the smile there's all these boiled in emotions and things that you cannot express? Where do you go? Because we have this in our culture that everything is fine and I'm okay, but then again, are you really okay?
Are you really okay? Are you really okay? Now, that's this Saturday at YMCA St. Nicholas, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Go on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram, Nini Legend, N-I-N-I Legend. Because some of y'all write Nini with a K-N-E. You'll be like, but Nini, no, like Nini, N-I-N-I.
Yes.
Nini. All right, Nini Legend. Tickets are 35 florins.
Yes.
Seats are limited. But we have some special for a couple of listeners. Talk. What we have for beautiful listeners?
I am in the nice position we are in the nice position to give 2 free tickets away.
Actually, one, because I can be one of them.
Oh, yeah. So we have one. Now we have two free tickets.
Just saying, one and a half maybe.
You will be front row, though.
Front row, of course.
Yeah. I couldn't expect anything different.
You put me in the back. Okay, that's so we got to give away. We got 2 tickets.
Yeah, 2 tickets to give away.
Give away.
Yes.
Rock, paper, scissors. Who got in it? No.
This is specifically for people, who really want to know how to handle all these, emotions going up and down.
Yeah.
How do I tap into my own strength? How do I get back on my feet? I'm experience hard times. I really want to learn how to enjoy my life again. So, and it's not going to be, like heavy energy thing. We're going to keep it, real, keep it light. I'm going to give specific practical tools. And at the end of the masterclass, you will feel like, yes, I feel inspired.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it right here. On your Master 103.5 FM, on your blessed flow, Stephanie Philippa, freedompreneur. And I'm giving an I Am Masterclass this Saturday at YMCA St. Nicholas from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Follow LinkedIn, Facebook, social, Instagram, Nini Legend. And the beautiful part, somebody or 2 people on this show have a giveaway, 2 free giveaway, 2 tickets. So they say, you can't still be one of them. Okay, sucks to be me right now. So those who got on the live right now are looking right to the live. But who ain't locked on yet, tapped in yet? I need you to like and share right now. Like and share this live right here, right now.
Yeah.
Like and share the live right now. And I keep saying 1, but it's 2.
No, 2 tickets. 2 tickets.
2 tickets. And we'll see who's going to be the best winner. Because who's going to win, of course. The win one of the tickets for this Saturday. The I Am Masterclass. Up in front, personally.
I am resilient. I am resilient masterclass.
I am resilient masterclass.
Yes.
And what else would you add to that? While people liking and sharing, remember to like and share, like and share.
Yeah.
What else would Nini add to that? I am resilient, but you come on, Steve.
No, I call the event Lust for Life. I want people to have a joy, to experience joy, to wake up in the morning and to be passionate about that day. You can have a bad day, but that doesn't mean you have a bad life. And if you feel like you are in that dark spot or things are going a little bit downhill, come, because this could be something that for you that you can learn. How do I tap in? Because this is something that you can expand. Resilience you can expand, that we all have it in us. So it's not like a skill or something. It's like built within our system, but not for everybody. It's same size. It doesn't, so you can expand your resilience, and that is what I really want to give to the community of Aruba.
I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I Am Resilient Masterclass. Make sure you're on those who got on the live. You gotta like and share. No
lapia.
Don't go like lay your thing in. You have a chance right now.
Yeah.
Chance ainda. And si mo logra, no worry. LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram, Nini Legend. And also, but the I Am Academy is also on Facebook. Huh?
Yeah, it's also on Facebook.
Page,
yes,
the Facebook page. Make sure you hit I Am
Nini Legend I Am Academy.
Let's go.
That's the page.
And if you're going to Blessed Flow Facebook page, I tagged her also in it. So bump on me.
You cannot miss it.
Bump on me.
You cannot miss it.
You know what's funny? Like Yeah, I want to word it right, you know. I want to word it right. You know, people could. It's like, and I put myself in the hot seat also because, you know, like they are. If it look good, help in a way is almost everywhere. In a way. Yeah, I say that's what I'm saying. In a way.
Yeah.
In a way. Yeah. Let me add it. Genuine help. Because some people want to help you and they want to give you a purpose. Like they just want to help you to get something to know.
Yeah.
Genuine help.
Yes.
Like they love and care for each other. And I always believe God gives us different ways of like you say you download. I always believe if we're connected to our Heavenly Father and He puts it in us, He'll be like, all right, look, I want you to do this.
Yes.
All right, this is what your purpose is. This is what created you for.
Yes.
Speak life into others, etc. But we tend to miss it. Going back to like how we spoke earlier, we tend to just want to do it on our own.
Yes.
And like this now, bring it. Instead of sitting behind a desk, like you say, you could sit behind a desk, or you could sit wherever in your office. Coming out of it, like, no, look,
Yeah, correct.
I'm a reach to where you at, all right? And for my people, even here in St. Nicholas, right, backyard, boy. You tell me why I'm saying St. Nicholas, like, yo, that's backyard right there. Let's go right there. And like 2 hours. Come on, people. Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice.
Yeah, it's close. It's in the neighborhood.
Talk to me
know?
nice.
So,
If you got Miss Betty saying, hey, you make me park my car just to like and share. That's good.
so
that's what we want. That's what we
safe
want.
driving,
Okay.
Miss Betty.
Because if you have to do it while you're driving, Miss Betty, I would have called the cops. I would be like,
Yeah.
I would have tell you flat. All right, thank you. Let me say, my mom needs this. This is so important. Still not over the loss of her grandpa. So and that's
Yeah,
really,
and can I add to that?
What do you mean? Darling.
Yeah, that's a great comment. Like, you know, it's not about getting over. You will forever live with the loss of a loved one, but it's also about different types of losses, because you can lose your relationship, you're in a divorce, you can lose your job, you can lose a pet, you know, and these are things that really affect us emotionally. And a lot of people, you know, they want to put up the mask and act brave and strong, but these are things that we carry them with us throughout our lives. But because of one's death or that life ended, doesn't mean that your life has to end. So that's why you need to get back up and step into life.
Just so you know, because it took a while for you to come up, but
Ja.
you know you're gonna be back. Hè? En we zeggen Dutch, hè? Je weet dat je gaat terugkomen. Hè?
Ja, zeker.
Er zijn meer keren dat ik je op de radio ga hebben, hoor.
Oké.
Weet je dat, hè?
Ik kom graag terug, geen probleem.
Zeker. Je hebt geen keuze meer, hoor. Hey, Chaps, how was zo'n Chaps? That's on good, no? Ja, ze heeft geen keuze meer, Chaps. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, hey, you got a couple minutes left. Make sure you like and share the live right here, right now. Do like Miss Betty did. Back on the side if you got to. If you're at home chilling right now, like and share so you can win one of the tickets. We got 2 tickets right there, huh?
Miss Betty is not even joking about this.
No,
She's real.
She a real one. Okay? She a real one out here. Okay? Oh my gosh. People like and share the live right here. So you can be one of the blessed winners. You win one of the I Am Resilience Masterclass right here at YMCA St. Nicholas. From 9 a.m. till 11 a.m. Make sure you follow also on Facebook and Nini Legend I Am Academy. Let's go, man. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere, yes.
It's everywhere. So why not?
This is
Do.
another
Like yesterday we talked about, you see, when you're trying, like, you're trying, you're doing.
Yeah,
and
yeah, that's true.
And that was said unto me. Like every time you came to me, like, hey, I'm trying my best. Like, no, you ain't trying, you're doing.
No, you have to get out of your comfort zone. Yeah. And that is what I'm doing right now also. So, yeah, I think that's the strength in being vulnerable, putting yourself out there. So, yes.
Being vulnerable. We always link that as like to a weakness, but
It really is a strength, you know. Because if I see you being vulnerable, that gives me permission to also be vulnerable.
But then also, if I see somebody else vulnerable, I could come in and
Help.
and
Offer a
strengthen
hand.
them, strengthen them.
Yes.
Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. Right, so, Nini. We logging off yet. We ain't logging off yet, but maybe your last words of encouragement, invitation for the beautiful people on the island of Aruba. Mike is yours.
Thank you. Yeah, so I would love to invite everybody to join me this Saturday in person live masterclass. I am resilient. It's all about stepping back into life, appreciating the gift of life, feeling blessed, and tapping into this cup that we call resilience, how to fill it. So please feel welcome to join me. And it's been a pleasure to have this chat with you and to tell my story, tell a short part of my story. But there's more to come this Saturday for the people who will join me to this masterclass.
Let's go. And Nini, I thank you for being right here on your Master 103.5 FM on your blessed flow. For 5 years listening? Ongeveer?
Yeah, I've been 4 years.
4 years?
4 years.
4 years, okay, yeah.
4 years.
And 4 years now.
Yeah,
4 years listening. For 4 years, tuning in. And of course, I thank you and your family, chaps. Can't forget Cookie. I mean,
she's your biggest little fan.
Yeah.
She's the reason that I even here today. Like, yeah, she's your fan.
I think Cookie has to come on the show one day too. I don't know.
We can do a shout out.
Yeah, give a guy. No, shout out. Cookie, look, if I don't know Cookie's small, but she'll be putting me in my place sometimes, you know?
Yes. Meneer Leo is late.
Yeah. Meneer Leo, but the 2 minutes laat. I'm like, first off, why are you not in school, little child? Who are you, okay?
Yeah.
And then I would see at school sometimes, you know. And then Leo, but it's a lot out here. Yeah. Like, first off, good afternoon.
Yeah.
How you doing?
That's my daughter. That's
like, how you doing, Cookie? Good afternoon. Bon, Meneer Leo. Then
the greeting comes after that.
But way after, then she will be like, die komt tot te laat. I'm like, first off, you're my landlord. Who am I answering to? But it's just, it reminds me like, hey, Leo, you yourself got a job to do.
Yes.
And the kids are listening. And what we do.
But the community is listening. We appreciate you for this work. Leo, like, I know you're getting like a little bit shy when you get compliments, but I have to just say this. We are on the air, right? You didn't plug it out, right?
I'm adjustment.
Yeah, no. This is really like, you have motivated my mornings. You have given me reasons to put into my cup of resilience just by bringing this inspirational joy, this positivity that kept me going when I just arrived here on the island and everything was new. So I have to thank you for that, because the mornings are not the same without Blessed Flow.
All honor and glory to the Heavenly Father. Like you said in the beginning, we're just a vessel.
We're a vessel, yes.
Vessel. So I'm just a vessel being used by Him. And as He pours into me, I download it and I got to give it to y'all. So, put them in blush, but you can't see it. Hey, we give you guys a few more here, a couple more minutes. Like and share. So you can receive one of the tickets for this Saturday. One of the two. One of them. You know, like you have 4 names. You have take.
I have 2 names, so I have 1 ticket for each. One on the Stephanie, one on the Nini.
Stephanie, absolutely.
We don't even go there.
Definitely she, but we leave it at 2. I'm on Stephanie. And Nini is just a short of Stephanie.
Yeah, but Nini is that's a whole nother thing, you know.
I'm not Leo.
Yeah.
Leo. Come on, let's go. That's like a whole different pronunciation.
Yeah.
Come on, and train, man. Let's go.
No, but Nini is like, you know, this is the short. I'm going there. Now I'm going there.
She went there.
Yeah. This is like, you know, we used to have these long plays, the vinyl record.
Yeah, I wasn't born, but
I
saw it.
Yeah. Well, in my time, so my mom had a lot of these, and I really like the A side of it was all over the radio, but I was more interested in the B side. Like that was like what really got my interest. So the B side, Nini is my B side, the better, the bold, the best version of myself, and that is my alter ego. That's my superhero. So I'm supercharging my superpowers.
So like a Wonder Woman.
Or like a Wonder Woman. Amen to that.
What was my name again? Diana. Okay, so I have to go back to my comic book. Mine eventures. Ladies and gentlemen, we give you guys a couple more minutes here. Like and share. We're going to pick out the winners in a few. Picking out the winners in a few. We're going to drop you guys the track right here. This is Willie Rodriguez. Señor Tami Guardador.
Señor, dame guardado, ni falta de nada. Tengo un nudo de hierba verde que tapone mi sosiega. Ahí va mina agua tranquila, para mi volver a posar. Esta guía mi de caminar de ti. Fiel na su nombre, mas que me pasa de clombinas pura, ni miedo de nada. Abotei tu garoto e vou bastão, dananta me amparo. Bota derecha mesa pa mim, tem vista de mi enemigo. Bota unta mi cabeza con perfume, mi bem orienta baixa su bendición y bondad acompaña-me. Falta de nada, tu día de mi vida, miedo de nada, mi viva de casa y Señor. Falta de nada, enter mi vida largo, miedo de nada, sí, así que lo miti miel. Señor, si está junto conmigo, Señor, a quien no me dé, Señor, si está cerca a mí, Señor, está mi Señor, está mi creador, Señor, está mi Señor, está mi creador, Señor, está mi fuerte, Señor, mi barranca, Señor, mi escudo, Señor, mi protector, Señor, está guardami, Señor, mi enemigo nada, Señor, está guiami, Señor, dengue camina por, Señor, está Señor, Señor, por su gran poder, Señor, está Señor, Señor, está en mi misterio. Humilde uso, está en Bobisla, mas Señor, das capé de tu receio, que te cuida su esse nantur, para ningún dinang no quebra. Señor, está mi creador, Señor, está mi Señor, está mi guardador, Señor, está mi forte, Señor, mi barranca, Señor, mi escudo, Señor, mi protector, Señor, está librami, Señor, mi enemigo nada, Señor, está guiami, Señor, dengue camina por, Señor, está Señor, Señor, por su gran poder, Señor, está Señor, Señor, está en mi misterio. Mi Señor, está mi Señor, está mi creador, Señor, está mi Señor, está mi creador, Señor, está mi fuerte, Señor, mi barranca, Señor, mi escudo, Señor, mi protector, Señor, está guardami, Señor, mi enemigo.
And the winners coming in a few. In a few.
Señor, dengue camina por,
30 minutes.
Señor, Señor,
Señor Tami Guardador. The Lord is my shepherd.
mesa pa mí,
You know the verse. Not just a verse.
amigo.
He guides us every day. Let it be a trial for your heart even. Huh? Señor Tami Guardador.
Mi bem que orienta baixa por.
Yeah, if you like and share. Winners will be picked out. The 2 winners will be picked out in a few, huh?
Miami, falta de nada.
The I am.
Mi vida
Brazilian Masterclass. Stephanie Filippo.
Badenkas,
This Saturday, YMCA, so that's 9 a.m. till 11 a.m. It's really nice. Papi, come in at you. Space is limited.
quem lo me,
2 of them gone because people getting a ticket today. I can share cover.
quem lo me
You
deu,
guys a minute and a half.
caminho, Senhor,
Community mijn ongeveer.
Padre,
Mama kita call clock gal.
na sua number, mas que me faça de não mais pura, nem tem medo de nada. Abotei do garoto e vou bastou, dananta me amparo, bota direita mesa pra mim, tem vista de mi inimigo. Bota unta mi cabeza con perfume, mi baker orienta baja por. Su bendición y bondad me acompaña a mí. Faltaré nada, por día de mi vida, sin miedo de nada. Mi viva en casa del Señor, faltaré nada, enter mi vida larga, sin miedo de nada. Sí, a ti que lo me teme, Señor, si está junto conmigo, Señor, a quien lo me dé, Señor, si está cerca a mí, Señor, está mi criador, Señor, está mi criador, Señor, está mi forte, Señor, mi barranca, Señor, mi escudo, Señor, mi protector, Señor, está guardando.
And yes, Stephanie, nos tingnos ganador na
So excited.
Nos winners. Let me prop the horns right there. Yes, sir.
Da Senhor,
And our first winner,
Deus,
the name
Senhor das capês de tudo isso aí.
Xiomara C. Jack.
So,
Xiomara, congratulations.
pa bien. Nice.
Xiomara, congratulations. Feliciteer. Congrats.
Senhor,
No, I want you to walk with your passport and ID, but just make sure it's you. Though. You make sure you hit your boy up on the direct message on the Blessed Flow Facebook page. Let me know when you will be passing by. You will have your ticket right here.
tá livra-me.
Of course, it's yours. You want your ticket for this Saturday at 9 a.m.
Congratulations.
Gefeliciteerd, toch?
Caminho da boa.
So the next one is Leo, right? No?
Oh, no.
And the second winner. Second winner. The one and only. You gotta give it to Miss Betty Davis. Miss Betty,
eso.
congratulations.
Pa bien.
Congratulations, Miss Betty. You won the second ticket this Saturday.
That's putting effort if you have to park your car. Yeah.
And we double check. Let me see if she really sure, you know. Like, Leia had to do this. Like, let me see. Let me see the proof. Let me see the receipts. And indeed. I want to thank everybody who still liked and shared. Thank you. Everybody who still. Don't worry. You still have time to set to sign up.
Yes.
To sign
Register.
up. Register. You still have time to register. This Saturday 9 a.m. at the YMCA St. Nicholas, huh? Freedompreneur. By now, like, I'm gonna be shouting out like that on the air. I'm shouting out needing the freedompreneur.
All good. It's all good. We have a new word.
By the way, I saw your Feya sister.
You saw my what?
Your Feya.
How she's doing?
Doing great.
Oh wow, nice, awesome. Can you please pass my greeting?
What do you mean, man? I forgot you. Your Feya, it was Jalea. For real, you can ask Zulaine. Me and Zulaine saw it together. Like, hey, your Feya sister, Jalea.
How come I don't see her?
Because you are being Brazilian at home helping
Oh,
other people.
okay. But ask me if you can come Saturday. That would be awesome.
Zal ik doen. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end off like this. It's been fun. It's been real. I got to thank my guests for the day also. My guests for the Me and My People segment. Stephanie Felipa, Stephanie Nini. Once again, thank you so much. Good morning over there on the next side. You're going to shoot you tuning in. Talk to me nice.
Thanks for having me. I really enjoyed it. I was so excited. So it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Until next time indeed. Walk with the kid. Because God continue blessing you and guiding you in this journey that you are on and be to help others, to encourage others. And of course, whatever he gives to you, you download it and serve it to others and right back onto him.
Thank you so much.
Right
Igualmente.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun, it's been real. A little overboard, but die mag gewoon. Papa, die mag.
It's a special day. It's a
Mag
special
wel
day.
eventjes. Asking you, when you going to 11? Like, I got work to do, people. I got places to be around. Yeah. He's one of them. Stop it.
Yeah. I know.
Hey people, I'm gonna see you guys back tomorrow morning, God's willing, for our Global Friday. Right then, you're mastering on the 3.5 FM on your blessed flow. Oilia got to go, and I'm gone. Leo, and
Nini.
out. Ayo, and
Ayo.
you have to wait 2 more seconds.
Yo.
There we go. People, be blessed. Have a good one.
Da Señor, da Emi Meste. Umende uso, da ya hopisla. Mas Señor, das kapedi tunesei. Kete cuida su ese nantur, paligundi nang no gibra.